Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're looking at Avantis. The ticker is AVNT. The token just launched, so this is a newly launched token with a market cap of like 58 million. And the token did get destroyed on launch. As you can see here, it actually ended up hitting like 54 cent, starting from 25, became 2x, but after that it went down, so it's not looking that much good. Now the reason I'm covering this token is because the token just got listed on like Bitcat. It also got listed on Aerodrome as well as like Bybit Alpha as well as Binance Alpha. So the possibility of this token getting listed on such as big exchanges such as like Coinbase or even like Upbit is, I would say, is really high. And the token itself is in the base ecosystem, so it can get listed on the Coinbase or any other exchange, so it may see a massive surge if that happens. Anyways, as of now it's getting destroyed, as you can see. So this is basically a decentralized exchange, as you can see here, or on-chain exchange where they have like limitless leverage global markets. The reason the token could actually perform really well is because they have like a lot of markets. They have like crypto as well as indices such as SPY, and they're also working on bringing, I would say, Nasdaq as well. They also have Forex. They also have commodities that includes gold as well as like I think it's silver or something like that. Anyways, but they are doing really interesting thing, as you can see, and it is a leverage market. So usually the leverage does have a lot of like demand when it comes to like when it comes to the leverage trading, and it is available on the base. So this should basically be a lot because the base does have a massive user base, and if a lot of users basically use Avantis, that does help like its token as well. Now if we look at its TVL, this is how its TVL looks like. And beside that they also have a lot of things going on. So they have like the earn section where you can basically join the junior vault as well as senior vault, as you can see, with a pretty good APY. They also have like borrow section as well where you can also borrow loans, as you can see here. You do need to log in. As of now it is available on the base only, as you can see here. Now in terms of the stats, this is how in terms of the analytics, this is how it looks like. So as of now, if we look at overall the TVL, total trades, and if we look at other things, it's looking, I would say, really well for the token in general. Now if we look at overall how the analytics are doing, they are doing really well. If you look at the trade counts, this is how it looks like. It is near its all-time peak, as you can see. If you look at the volume, it is over 20 billion, which is a lot. And overall I think it does depend on the growth of the base. So overall, as long as base starts to go up, or as long as we have more users for the base, that basically benefits like Avantis in general. And if you look at the traders, there are over 41k traders, as you can see, and the number has been doing really well. Of course the new members are relatively low, but again overall it's looking really well. And this is how the total fees looks like, and this is how the loss production, TVL, and some other things. Now if we talk about the token itself, it has a max supply of 1 billion. It is available on the base, as I said, and the ticker is AVNT. Now in terms of its utility, it is used for the staking, basically to secure liquidity providers during volatility, and they can earn AVNT. It is also used for XP boost as well as trading fees discount. So this is really interesting. So they do have a pretty high fees, I would say. It is not that high, but again they do have fees. So if you want to know the fees, you can just check the crypto section as well as Forex and commodities. So if a user is holding like if a user is like holding a VNT token, they get the discount. So as long as the user base for the Avantis grows, I think it will end up benefiting AVNT token itself in the future because of those fee discounts. Now in terms of the token like token distribution, they basically gave like 12.5% to the airdrop. We have on-chain incentives basically for the stickers 28.6, builders ecosystem grants 9%, team and advisors 13.3, investors like 26.6, that is a lot, foundations 4, and liquidity reserve 6%. Now And the important I would say, the tokens are for the investors as well as for the team, so both of them are locked for 12 months cliff, so that's good. That means starting from now on there won't be any sell pressure on the token from these investors and from the team on the AVNT for like 1 year, so that's really good. Anyways, now as of now, I think the reason why the token has been struggling is because we most likely have a lot of airdrop farmers who are basically selling the token. So once they do sell out, I think the token can take off after that. So I would be looking at the resistance as high as like 52 or even like 50 cent if it does continues to go up. And if it like breaks, let's say that it breaks 25 or 23 cent, we could basically go, I think we could see it go as low as like 15 cent or even like 10 cent is a possibility. So if you're planning to get this token, I think the best entry could be somewhere around below 20 cent, or even if you want to take a risk, you can get some of it as of now. But again, I think there are most likely airdrop farmers who are taking the profit as of now. Again, if they do make some announcements, let's say that the token gets listed on the Upbit, or even if it gets listed on the Binance, on the Binance itself, not the Binance Swap, and if it sees the listing on the Coinbase, I think that will be massive. And if that happens, we will most likely see a massive surge from the token. And again, if you look at what they are doing, they have like a pretty good platform where users can basically trade like indices, crypto, forex, and commodities. So they are not only offering crypto. And if you know, these perpetual exchanges, their demand does go up when the market is doing really well. So if the market does go up, I think the demand for the Avantis will most likely increase, at least for their platform. And if those users want to save on fees, they will need a AVNT token, and that should inject a lot of capital into like a AVNT token, so that should be really good. But as of now, I think it is at the really good support as well. So basically it does have a really good support somewhere around like 22, also 23 cents. So if it can basically flip it, I think it can basically run as high as 52 cent or even 50 cent. But to do that, it does need some kind of catalyst, and that catalyst could be that once these aero farmers sell out, I think we may see a really good run from the coin as well. But as of now, it is really hard to say. So if it like breaks below 23 cent, I think it may basically go as low as 20, and after that, if once flips that resistance, it basically could go as high as 38 cent as well. So this is another resistance that seems really strong. So even if it does like go up from here, I think it may basically really as high as 38 to 35. If it can flip this, like it could go basically as high as 50 cent. But again, this is a solid resistance. So basically, as of now, I think they do need more announcements. Let's say that they announce like some new listings, and if they announce some incentives, the token could definitely push higher. But as of now, I think the airdrop farmers are most likely taking the profit. So once they do sell out, after that the token will most likely start to go up. Anyway, this was it. I just want to cover the coin. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.